Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're so excited to have you guys here. Hello and Merry Christmas from our Chalet World Center here in Adelboden, Switzerland. My name is Tanya and I'm the manager here at our chalet. We're so happy to have you join us for a bit of holiday cheer virtually this year. With the COVID pandemic, all of our normal Christmas traditions had to be adapted or canceled, so we thought a Christmas Day virtual gathering would be just the thing to bring the Christmas spirit into our chalet and spread some joy around the world. I want to thank all of you who have contributed our content for this evening, or this morning, depending on where you're at. From around the globe. And those of you at home watching, I encourage you to sing along as we go through the songs if you know them. As many of you will know, our chalet is only as strong as its volunteers. For this event, we have 2 volunteers helping out from their own homes. So I'm going to let Zoe, who's running our technology, introduce herself.
Hello, I'm Zoe and I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And typically I work in theater, so it's nice to combine 2 of my passions here today. And I am enjoying being a part of this. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Great. And then we have our MC, Lauren from Nashville, who has had some technological difficulties in the last few minutes. And so she is not on here. So I will take over the show for a little while, and hopefully Lauren will be able to join us and introduce herself later. So it's always wonderful to get together with our guiding and scouting friends, even if virtually. In addition, we have some interactive things for you to participate in. Please remember, don't post any personal information in the comments, whether you're watching on YouTube live or watching a recording later. I'm not sure actually you can make a comment then, but and then also make sure that you have the help of an adult if you're under the age of 18 and you'd like to post. Now, let's get started with a song. Our first song is Rudolph, sung by a unit from Girl Guiding Australia. Zoe, hit it.
Okay. We are the night guys Australia.
1, 2, 3.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose like a light bulb, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names like Pinocchio, and if you ever saw Rudolph joining any reindeer games like Monopoly, then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you very much, Girl Guides in Australia, for sending us that. Rudolph is definitely one of my favorites, including with all the extras added. And so we're so excited that our Australian friends could join us today. And we might have a few on here, but it's the middle of the night there. So most of them will probably be watching it at a later time. So before we move on to our next video, we need some help from you for our first activity. In the comments, we need you to share a few of your favorite Christmas or holiday jokes. Make sure that they're good for all ages audience. I'll start. What did the gingerbread man make his bed with? Any guesses? I think you're a few minutes delayed from me, so I'll give you a few more seconds to try. What did the gingerbread man make his bed with? Okay, a cookie sheet. So now it's your turn. Put some in the comments and we'll read a few out later. And now on to our second video. This one is from Girl Guides Malawi, and they're excited to send us some Christmas greetings.
Taundagaya, a young leader from Malawi Girl Guide Association. We are having our brownies here in guides. We are from Biwi Community Unit. We meet every Fridays and we do different activities as guides and girls with high potential. So we are here to wish you Merry Christmas. Here we go! We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
Wonderful. Thank you, Girl Guides from Malawi. It's so wonderful to get Christmas greetings from the Africa region. And I see that I don't see any jokes yet, but I do see that the last joke got a groan. I'm sorry about that. But it wasn't even my joke, and I thought it was very funny. So we need a little more help from you guys. So we're going to tell a magical Our Chalet story later, but we need your help to write it. So in the comments, we need a name, an item of clothing, something you wear on your head, name of a room in our chalet, but not speaker, although that's not a room, something you'd buy at the wood carvers, a type of Christmas decoration, something you'd take hiking, name of a scout or guide troop, a cool hike to take in Adelboden near our chalet, something to eat, something to drink, something you smell, a campfire song, and that's it. So if you guys will work on that, and Zoe will keep popping up the banners periodically so that you guys can see all those different pieces. And then near the end of tonight, we will have a story shared using some of those pieces. So please put those in the chat as you see them. Now I see some of the jokes coming, but I only see the first part of the jokes in some cases. And so we will, I will see which ones I can pull out real quick. Who delivers presents to baby sharks at Christmas? Santa Jaws. Very nice, Miranda. Thank you for sharing that joke. And also, who is Santa's favorite singer? Elvis Presley. Nice. Okay. So, and then I think I can tie this one together, maybe. What's Santa's favorite subject in school? Chemistry. Lovely. Okay, so thank you for those jokes. Maybe we'll be able to read a few more in a little bit. But I'd like to go ahead and get you started on our next video, which is from a former volunteer from Canada named Kat. This is a French Christmas song. Remember, if you know the song, sing along.
Hi, my name is Kat, and I am a Girl Guide from Canada, Girl Guides of Canada, and I'm a former Our Chalet volunteer. So I wanted to share with you a Canadian Christmas carol today, but unfortunately Canada is a pretty young country, so we don't have a ton of Christmas carols. We do have a Christmas carol called the Huron Carol, which was written 300 or 400 years ago, but unfortunately it was written in Huron, which is an Indigenous language in Canada. And as I am not an Indigenous person, I do not speak Huron, so I'm unable to sing that song for you today. But I decided that because Canada has English and French as its national languages, I would sing you a French song just to share a little bit of the French culture in Canada. So this song is called Petit Papa Noël, which means Little Father Christmas. So I hope you enjoy it. C'est la belle nuit de Noël, la neige étend son manteau blanc, et les yeux levés vers le ciel, à genoux les petits enfants, avant de fermer les paupières, font une dernière prière. Petit Papa Noël, quand tu descendras du ciel, faudra bien te couvrir. Dehors, tu vas avoir si froid. C'est un peu à cause du mois. Il me tarde que le jour se lève pour voir si tu m'as apporté tous les beaux joujoux que je vois en rêve et que je t'ai commandé. Petit Papa Noël, quand tu descendras du ciel avec des jouets par milliers, n'oublie pas mon petit soulier. Le marchand de sable est passé, les enfants vont faire dodo et tu vas pouvoir commencer avec ta route sur le dos. Au son des cloches des églises, ta distribution de surprises. Petit Papa Noël, quand tu descendras du ciel avec des jouets par milliers, n'oublie pas mon petit soulier. Mais avant de partir, il faudra bien te couvrir. Dehors, tu vas avoir si froid. C'est un peu à cause du mois. C'est fini, vous joyeux Noël. Merry Christmas, bonne fête d'ici à Canada. I miss you all. I hope you're all well at Chalet. Good night.
Wow, thanks, Kat. That was great. And it looks like we're coming along with the words, but there are still some out there that we need. So Zoe's going to flash those banners back up here so that we can see what the words are we're looking for. So if you've already seen some from of some of those, but others not, please add especially to the ones we don't have yet. But doing really good on the words, you guys. Thank you. While the words come in, let's watch some more videos. I would like to share a few more of the jokes, but you guys have gotten so into the words now that I don't think I'm seeing new jokes. So I think we're good to go on that. But you all also are welcome to keep adding jokes, and we'll get back to those again at another time as well. So for our next video, the Autumn 2020 Volleys, who had a very different experience from any volunteer season here at our chalet, because they were here while the pandemic was ongoing, but it wasn't too bad here in Switzerland, so they were able to come. And we did have some guests, but not many while they were here. But they received a lot of extra training because of that in different areas, different programs from WAGs and things like that. So some of them were able to get together and create this fantastic socially distanced version of Jingle Bells. Enjoy.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Thank you, Autumn Volleys. That was fantastic. At this point, Lauren was going to tell you about her time here as a volunteer at our chalet. So I'll just read what she had in the script for you. She said that she knows being a volunteer at our chalet was one of the best experiences of her life, and that she still has friendships from that time. So, when it's safe to travel again, she encourages you to think about becoming a volunteer, and for opportunities sooner than that, keep an eye out on our chalet's social media for virtual opportunities, because we'll be having those throughout the year of 2021. So, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end of our event today. But before we go on to our next video, we have some Christmas trivia for you. This year, our chalet's Christmas tree is outside in front of the chalet so more people can enjoy it, since the public is not allowed inside our chalet this year. Since we can't be together inside, we decided to have it outside. So those of you who have been to our chalet, you may be able to picture the big lawn out there that we have. And so it is out that direction. Let's see what else she has here. Yeah, so we can see it from the dining room. Normally, our tree is in the dining room. Where do we get that tree? Does anybody have a guess on that? You can put it in the comments. Where do you think we get our Christmas tree every year? I think it's going to take you a few seconds, so I will tell you that later, while you guys are typing that in of where the Christmas tree comes from, I will let you know that later in this program, we will be seeing the outdoor Christmas tree being lit this year by some locals. And so that is something to stay on for and to enjoy later, because here at our chalet, the lighting of the Christmas tree really has a lot of significance each year. And the first time we light it each year is when we have a gathering here of all the neighbors from around our chalet. I see you guys are putting in countries, and that's great, but it's even a little more magical than from a specific country, because it's from right here in Switzerland, we're pretty sure. But it just magically appears every year. A Christmas tree magically appears in our parking lot about a day or two before our neighborhood gathering. And so it's quite special that we never see where it comes from. They drop it off in secrecy, and just magically a tree arrives. So that's really exciting for us. Speaking of Christmas magic, our next two videos are from the Guides and Scouts of Colombia. So let's watch those. Remember, if you know the song, sing along.
Otro año mis sueños más hechos
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Girl Guides and Scouts of Columbia, and to some past staff and volunteers that were in that video as well. It was really special, and I love Feliz Navidad, singing right along, and it was great to hear a new song for me. So that was wonderful. Thank you so much for putting that together for us. And also, we've heard Rudolph once, but it is such a favorite out there that we have it again. But this time we're going to listen to it in Danish. So here's Rudolph from Girl Guides of Denmark. Be sure to sing along in your own language.
Hello, we're from the Danish Scout group, Pia, and we'd like to sing a Christmas song for you that we think you might know. Kender I den om Rudolf, Rudolf med den røde sud. Han har et gammelt rensdyr, som så højt med bærdig. Alle de andre rensdyr, jo så Rudolf han blev flov over sin røde næse. Det var ikke spor af sjov. Men en tåget julenat, julenissens vej. Jeg kan ikke finde vej, Rudolf kommer lys for mig. Og I kan tro, at Rudolfs næse lyste som et fyr. Skål for de røde næser, dejlig juleeventyr.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Girl Guides in Denmark. And what a treat to hear some of our favorite Christmas songs in different languages. That's really cool. Thank you also to all of you who are watching and have given us your words for our story tonight, because it is now time for us to share that story. And Zoe is going to come on to share that with us. Zoe, are you ready? Do we have all the words we need?
I'm going to do my best. I haven't actually read this story yet, so it's a surprise to me too. Lauren did all the creative work here, so I'm going to do my best, but I got all your words, so here we go. It was Christmas Eve in Adelboden, and a Christmas elf named Skippy was lost on Bunderspitz. She was doing super top secret work for Santa. Our chalet had a special guest, Mrs. Claus. Now, the Our Chalet staff and volunteers didn't know that Mrs. Claus was there, and when she arrived at reception, she was wearing winter gloves, a hat, and a necker, and with antlers on her head. The volley who checked her in had no idea and sent her to a room named the Tea Bar. This would be the first time Mrs. Claus wasn't in the North Pole for Christmas Eve and Christmas, but you see, she was on an important mission. Guiding and scouting was near to her heart, and she wanted to help make Christmas magic. So she headed to our chalet for the holiday to meet many scouts and guides and see them in action. She hoped to bring new ideas to the North Pole and maybe surprise Santa with a woggle from the woodcarvers. But Santa also had something up his sleeve. He wanted to surprise Mrs. Claus too. Though she might not want a toy from his workshop, he thought she might enjoy waking up to having her room at our chalet decorated with tinsel and paper snowflakes. And beautiful spruce branches, of course. He'd decorate the dining room too, for all the guests to enjoy, so he sent Skippy to Adelboden to help plan the surprise. The trouble was, Skippy didn't plan well. She set out on foot, but didn't have a plan. No one knew where she was going, and she didn't call ahead, and she didn't have a map. She also didn't have a backpack, hiking boots, or a compass. So she was tired and trying to figure out what to do. Could she spot Chalet from where she was on the mountain? Could she find someone who she could call for help? She was worried. She hadn't seen anyone hiking in the whole time she was there, and it was starting to snow. Just when she lost hope, she heard some cheery voices. Around a big tree came a group of young women. Skippy was so excited. "Hello," she said. "I need some help. Do you know where our chalet is?" "Of course," said the group. "We're from the Covington Rangers, and we're on our way back from visiting Bunderspitz. You can walk back with us." As the group walked back, something exciting happened. They found a group of empty sleds. "I wonder why these are all here," said the guides. "Do you think we can use them to get back to our chalet?" I think so, said Skippy. Everyone get on a sled and hold on tight. Then she used her Christmas magic to make each sled safely fly. The girls got to fly through Adelboden Valley to the magic tree and finally to the baby chalet hill behind our chalet. It was beautiful, and the snow made a nice blanket on the grass. As they landed on the hill, they slid down towards the back door. The Volleys came out running, saying, "Welcome back. We have sushi and white hot chocolate ready for you. And we also have a fire in the dining room. Come warm up and sing some campfire songs." When the group entered Chalet, it smelled like Roshti. So Christmassy. As they entered the dining room, Mrs. Claus noticed Skippy right away. "What are you doing here?" she said. "Oh, nothing," said Skippy. "Are you here because Santa is planning something?" asked Mrs. Claus. "Well, you see, I was in Adelboden on a holiday," and Skippy trailed off. Knowing that she needed to keep her secret, the guides quickly climbed in with, "She came with us. We don't know her. Is she a guide scout? She helped make our trip amazing and magical." "I didn't know that," said Mrs. Claus. "It is a lovely place to be at Christmas, and such a lovely group of young women to spend it with." They sang campfire songs into the night, including Zoom Gully Gully and Barges. Then they all went to bed, tucked cozy in their duvets and chalet. And of course, Skippy relayed all her notes to the North Pole. The next morning, Mrs. Claus's room was glittered with Christmas cheer, and as she walked towards the dining room, she could hear the excitement of the entire chalet. Santa had been here after all. What did you think? That's the end of the story. So thank you, Lauren, for writing that. Sorry for butchering it slightly, but
Well, thank you, Zoe, for filling in for Lauren while she has technical difficulties. What did you think? Was that a magical story? And thank you all for helping us write it. I thought it came together quite uniquely and cute and really sounded very chalet specific, especially as Skippy, the current Our Chalet cat, was in the story. Also, for those of you who are worried about Skippy being lonely on Christmas this year, not having as many guests around, that sort of thing, have no fear. The staff made sure that this year she still got to wear her Christmas sweater and put a bow on her head. Just like most years. So Skippy also got to enjoy some snow, fresh snow on the ground today, which those of you who know Skippy will know that she does not like fresh snow, but she does go out and explore it to make sure that everything is okay before she heads back in to curl up in the warmth. So yes, thank you guys for that help. We next have a video from Bex. She's a girl guide from UK who was a short-term volunteer here in autumn 2019. And she has written a song especially for this virtual Our Chalet Christmas celebration. And we cannot wait to share it with you. We'll be showing some of the lyrics below during the song so that you can follow along and hear what she's saying, because it is very special, specific to this event song. Thanks, Bex.
It's Christmas Day, yeah. All around the world, it's good to see you with everybody. Thanks to our chalet team, we're together virtually on this special day, with guiding family. We are the lucky ones to join in with these songs. The stars atop the tree, rescued from Skippy. So happy Christmas. I hope you're singing too. We can dream of better times, where all our dreams come true. Yes, my blood's navy blue, I will cancel, I'm old. The weather don't faze me, I'm camped in the cold. When I first made my promise at 5 years old, I didn't know then what good memories behold. We go camping and crafting, with canoeing and rafting. Please name all your items or risk them be lost. It's raining, not hailing, so please stop your wailing. Now let's all go sailing. No, I haven't got your socks. Our members all around the world say it's the guiding way, and the candles are lit today for our chalet. We've got sparks, we've got stars, we've got brownies galore. We've got one thing in common, we love a good s'more. Adventures we will have, there's no need to be sad, but please wear your earplugs, your leaders all snore. Our members all around the world say it's the guiding way, and the candles are lit today at our chalet. The laundry is all done, the dinner bell has rung, the volleys have gone home. It's sad, yes, this is true, but it's not all that bad. The back in 22, with open doors again, our chalet will welcome all of you. Our members all around the world say it's the guiding way, and the candles are lit today at our chalet.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Bex. Wasn't that a really special song that she put together for us? It just really rings true of the chalet spirit and the feeling. So I know that so many of you have been to our chalet and probably could really relate to a lot of the words in that. I really love the line that the candles are lit today at our chalet. And also, I believe one was about the candles being lit for our chalet. So I have my candle right here. And now comes the tradition that many of you have been waiting for. For those of you who have been with us on a Christmas, the tree lighting is really quite special. In Switzerland, many families still light real Christmas or real candles on their trees, inside and outside of the house. And it's no different at our chalet. Since we have no guests this year, like I was saying earlier, we have decorated a tree outside and have a family of our chalet staff member, Karine, lighting the tree for your enjoyment. As we watch the lighting of the Christmas tree in front of our chalet, we also encourage you to light a candle or a flashlight or a torch to stand as a symbol of our togetherness in this time of distance. Think of your family, your guide and scout troop, and the friends you've made along the way. Think of your member organization's promise, and when you light your candle alongside us, make a wish for your community, your troop, or our chalet. Remember, guiding and scouting is a journey that encourages us to seek adventure, make change, and make the world a better place, even when we can't be physically together. When it is safe, our chalet will always welcome you home to be with your sisters in guiding and scouting. Merry Christmas. Now we'll watch the lighting of the tree. Wonderful. Thank you so much to Corinne and her family for helping us with the tree lighting this year. It was really special to know that we still were able to have the tree lighting here at our chalet this year and carry on that tradition. And I think we might have ourselves a new tradition with this online connection, because we don't have enough space for all of you to come stay with us next Christmas or the Christmas after. And so maybe we'll have to keep this virtual tradition alive and keep joining together with our Girl Guides, Girl Scouts, friends, families from around the world for a holiday celebration. I hope that you have enjoyed the holiday celebration, as I've really enjoyed getting to see the videos of past staff and volunteers and Girl Guide and Scout units from around the world celebrating this season of family and giving. We put this together fairly quickly this year, but maybe next year, knowing now that maybe we'd like to do this, we can start early. So start thinking about what videos you might submit with your units back home. I'd also like to thank Zoe for all of her work behind the scenes. She has done a fabulous job popping up those banners, putting in the videos, and even putting together the words into the story at the last minute and reading that for us. So thank you so much for all your work, Zoe, and for your organization who's loaned us the behind the scenes software to run this program tonight. I'd also like to thank Lauren, who really put a lot of our script together and wrote that story and really had planned to MC the evening. And I'm sorry that just right before we went on, she disappeared and she hasn't been able to get back onto her internet in this time, so has not been able to join us tonight. But I'm sure she'll enjoy watching it back and enjoying this at a later time. I'd also like to thank all of you for coming to the event and supporting us through the hard year that 2020 was, and going into 2020. Did I say 2020? Yes. As we go into 2021, we'll be closed for the year for international guests and program. So we'll miss you again for this year, and we're really sorry, but we are excited to say that we'll be offering a number of virtual programs throughout the year that you can attend. We are still putting together many of the plans, and we'll be posting those in January so that you can see what is available throughout the year. We'll have a few that are big like this where anybody can join and just streaming, but we'll also have some like the events we've been running in 2020, one of them being the Goose Game. Many of you may have participated in one of our Goose Games, where just 1 or 2 units at a time can join us for some online fun, very interactive, and there you can see each other, that sort of thing. So we'll be offering various programs like that, and we hope that you will each look for those and see how you can attend and be part of that. And we'll also be posting other ways that you can support us and help promote us through the year, because in 2022 we do plan to be back and running early in the year with many programs for 2022. We already have a lot of programs filled, so that's exciting, but we also still have some spaces left. So if you feel like you'll be ready to travel in 2022, give it a look, see what we've got, and we'll see what we can put in there. But we are excited to see you virtually in 2021 for World Thinking Day, and then hopefully in person, at least some of you, for 2022. In the meantime, remember to stay safe. Follow the rules that are set in place for your home country. Each of us are living in very different circumstances, even though we are all living through this pandemic. And so I know some of you have been maybe out and about today because in your country that's allowed and is safe, but others are staying at home, safe at home. And so we hope that wherever you're at, you are finding that safety so that you can move into 2021 in a healthy way with your friends and family, maybe virtually, but still staying safe. So thank you so much for joining us. And that is our show for tonight. And so we will leave you with just a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a good night. Take care.